So I don't know if you remember this, but a while back, a few videos ago, in fact, I had mentioned that people are moving at a different pace right now. Not everybody is operating the exact same way. People are going through different things. There's different personal issues going on, different issues going on, like financially. Like, we just don't know. And then with all this relaxation, well, call it relaxation, I don't know, forced relaxation, everybody's sitting around at home, self-isolation, social distancing, yada, 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 not being able to go out. People took a different pace of life. I mean, sitting back and doing a little bit less, not having to worry about the hustle and bustle of traffic or getting down to the office or running around because we just can't, we're not allowed, whatever. It changed things. And so one of my messages, a few videos ago, a few weeks ago now was, remember, people are moving at a different pace. You don't know what people are dealing with. So just be cautious of how you are dealing with other people right now. If you're one who's, always motoring at 1,000,000 miles an hour, I don't know if I know anybody like that, haha, or you're at a much slower pace right now, just take into consideration that there's other people facing the same types of things. You could, use an example of driving down the road right now, and as you're driving, you're flying around like you normally do, hustle and bustle of traffic, and oh my God, honk, 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 I gotta keep moving. Yet there's other people just cruising along. Well, take that same analogy and use it in business. There are people that are still just cruising along. They're still just not moving at your pace. And then if you come out of the woodwork and you're just motor, 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 you're gonna overwhelm somebody. Much the same if you're that person who's going really, really slowly and there's somebody moving really, really, really fast, well, you're going to annoy that person too. So just be cognizant of the fact that there's other people out there dealing with things very differently, and we all just need to really appreciate that right now. Now, where am I going with this whole thing? I received an email from somebody 2 days ago, and it took me about 24 hours to get back to this individual, only just based on a busy schedule and how much was going on, how much, messages and notifications we all get from so many different angles. It takes time. Now, when I responded to the person and we set up this, or I suggested this time for this meeting and whatnot, he actually came back to me and he was pretty rude about it. He was like, hey man, it took you more than 24 hours to get back to me. Like, I'm pretty tired of this type of stuff. Like, why does everybody think they could just do whatever they want whenever they want to? Now, here was me. Like, I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me, man. What's your problem? Why are you being so rude? But in my head, I'm thinking, what's this guy dealing with right now? What's going on over there right now? And so here's the learning moment for a second. You know that I coach hockey. You know that I coach baseball. One thing we tell our coaching staff, one thing we tell everybody is to always enforce the 24-hour rule. Well, what's the 24-hour rule? The 24-hour rule means if you've got something to say and you know that it may not come off 100% polite or, maybe how you really feel, but it's how you feel in the moment, wait 24 hours. Once you wait it out, ask yourself the next day, so 24 hours later, do I still feel the same way? Do I still want to respond to this person and share what's really on my mind at this exact moment in time? Or have my feelings subsided? Have I relaxed a little bit more? Have I collected my thoughts a little bit better? Can I be a little bit more polite? Can I deal with this in a different way? And that really allows us all to be better professionals. It allows us to handle situations a lot better. It allows us to think them through and not act purely on emotions. Because when we act on emotions, we say and do things we don't necessarily mean sometimes. So I bit my tongue. I did everything I possibly could, and I bit my tongue and I held back. And again, that's been through a lot of the training I've done as a coach. And this is the same type of stuff I tell all the parents and I tell all you guys is the same thing. Bite your tongue. Okay? Because you don't want this thing to bite you in the butt later on down the road when you reacted in a way that you really didn't mean to react like that. So again, I bit my tongue. Now, fast forward. We had a meeting scheduled for today in a couple hours from now, hence this video. And what ended up, now you're watching this way after the fact, whatever. But what ended up happening was I just got an email from this gentleman who said, David, I have to give you 2 apologies. And as I kept reading, he said, number 1, I apologize. I cannot make our meeting today. Something just came up. I would like to reschedule. And the second thing, I really need to apologize for my email to you yesterday. It was a really bad day. I was completely venting. I took it out on you, and I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. There it is. You see, I didn't even reply to the guy. I said nothing about his reply. I thought I'd, politely, professionally address it when we were on the call together, just to see if everything was okay. Because again, we don't know what people are going through. You don't know if that guy or gal who just cut you off on the road is rushing to meet somebody at the emergency room right now. We don't know these things. So we can't make assumptions on what's affecting other people or why they're doing certain things, but we can control our own emotions, we can control the way we act, and the professionalism that we portray and we convey out there, the perception other people have of us. So I guess my message to you is, as you start to get frustrated, as you start to get angry, as something's bothering you, as it doesn't fit well with you, remember this 24-hour rule. You don't know what other people are going through. So give everybody some time, bite your tongue, think about it 24 hours later. If you still have to say something, I guarantee you're going to find a better way to say it. And now you're going to build on a relationship. And well, what's the bottom line of all this all the time? It's all about relationships. We're in a business of relationships. Always build that positive mind share and you're going to win more.